We're connected to all things U.S. Women's National Team. Fresh roster just dropped. Those pair of friendlies against Ireland and, of course, against Canada. Looking forward to that. But, Jeff, let's break it down.
Well, listen, Rose Lavelle is back. I think we talked to Emma Hayes about that in our chat. A huge one for her, for the team. First time in 6 months that she'll be in a U.S. jersey. Just returned to Gotham, obviously. And then Croy Bethune, I think, is an amazing return as well. Obviously, an exciting return. That amazing breakout rookie season, goes to the Olympics, wins gold, and then that really a freak injury, throwing out a first pitch, which was heartbreaking. Still wins Rookie of the Year, still ties an assist record for the NWSL. She's back for the first time with the U.S. Women's National Team in going on a year at this point. So I think that's exciting for them, despite obviously missing some of the European-based players, as Emma talked about. Yeah,
great news with Rose Lavelle. I don't want to say we had our doubts talent-wise, but she just came back for Gotham, so it's great news to see her there. Like you said, Emma talked about her. When it comes to returning players, who are we going to see on this roster?
Well, we've got Lavelle and Bethune back, as we said. I think we see some of them. We talked to Michelle Cooper the other night. So I think you've got the established core. I mean, Naomi Girma is going to be in there as the lone European-based player, and that's with good reason because she missed most of the spring, unfortunately, because of a calf injury, and this is meant to be a rest for those players. So I think as far as veteran leadership goes, certainly Girma as a returning player, Lavelle will bring some of that. And then you've got some of those regulars that have been in the mix that Emma Hayes has been trying to make happen, make work, and Emily Sonnet, pairing her with Tara McKeown. So all those players that we've kind of, at least in the spring, become accustomed to. I hesitate to use that term because it's been such turnover. But yeah, I think that core of NWSL-based players that Emma Hayes has been testing out is relatively all in there.
Yeah, we've seen those different center back combos. We know that Tierna Davidson also had that tough injury starting the season practically with Gotham. Talk to me about goalkeepers.
Well, Fallon Tullis-Joyce gets the rest as well. So you've got Claudia Dickey in there. You've got Angelina Anderson, that's the big addition, and then Mandy McGlynn. So I think there's an opportunity here. I think we've all kind of made the assumption, based on what Emma Hayes has said, we're reading between the lines and what's happened, that Fallon Tullis-Joyce appears to have moved into that top spot. She's not in camp, though, so obviously there's an opportunity there for these keepers. Claudia Dickey still looking for that first cap, and Emma Hayes has heaped on the praise for her. So I think that's an opportunity for her potentially. And with 3 games, I don't know if we'll see all 3 keepers. That might be a stretch to say, but I think it's possible we see a couple of them and, they get their opportunity and potentially they're playing for ostensibly the number 1 job still, maybe just to be the number 2 if Emma has made up her mind privately, but it's a big moment for them as well.
Attacking players too. I know we've seen Ali Sentinor there very regularly. Is she back on this list?
Yeah. Sentinor's back and some new players as well. I think the theme of Emma Hayes making new call-ups, 4 first-time call-ups. Jordan Bugg, who we've seen coaches, including Laura Harvey, have talked about in the realm of Naomi Girma, or at least in the future, which is huge praise. And then Sam Meza has come in the midfield, and then the fullback position as well, which Emma Hayes is still trying to solve, still bring in new players. And I love to see this. Izzy Rodriguez from Kansas City, who I think has been really bright for them getting forward. And then Lily Reel, who's in her rookie season with Gotham, has been a standout, has had time with the 23s. And you see that pay off now with progression, at least in this camp, to the senior team.
Yeah, it's really interesting how Emma has been able to give these young players opportunity and also opportunity to make mistakes and learn from them. We saw that specifically with Tara McKeown, so I'm glad to see her name. And now it seems consistently on this U.S. Women's National Team roster. It seems to be the theme here for Emma Hayes as well.
Yeah, she's got to give the opportunities, right? And she needs to see them now. And she's talked about that. Now is the time to see them. These are friendly games. They don't mean anything right now. She has the opportunity to go through this. In some ways, she's forced to go through this. We've talked about, the absence of the triple espresso. Some players, Rose Lavelle is just coming back. She's had absences she's had to address anyway. So I think we've seen a level of consistency even amid, I say this positively, a revolving door of players.
Yeah.
Usually you say that negatively, but this is, the testing out of players. We've seen a level of consistency to give them opportunities.
So much talent to choose from. Of course, unfortunately, Trinity Rodman not on this list. We know that Emma addressed that with you as well, coming back from that back injury, which unfortunately seems chronic. She said on a podcast that it's something that she's kind of accepted, but there is always a game plan when it comes to Washington Spirit, when it comes to, of course, the U.S. Women's National Team. So hopefully we'll see her back on the roster very soon, Jeff.